Everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. We're about to wrap up this season as we talk about Reasonable Doubt Season 3, Episode 8. We finally got introduced to Chelsea, and we finally got some thoughts about who could have killed Wendy. So this should be a good video to review. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please watch the video to the end. We got a lot of discussions going on for you, and then we're gonna move on to the family business, and then we're gonna do the Oval for those Tyler Perry fans. But let's get started. Oh wait! I got to do it now. Wait! This is gonna be funny. Wait! You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, finally, we got introduced to the secret daughter of Chelsea. Who? All right. So, what does this mean for us? Will we see her next season? Let's get to it. But Kim, welcome. What did you think of Chelsea's introduction into the family?
Well, they're trying to make what's her name?
Lori Harvey.
Yes. Yeah, she's so pretty, and they're trying to like make her not as, you know what I'm saying? Like she had on like regular clothes, like, you know, average sweatpants, basically.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, this girl is beautiful no matter what. So, but I do like that she's kind of in cahoots with her dad. And I guess I was wrong because I really literally thought he was there for you know, his ex-wife and for Jax, but it's all about money. So he's still a piece of nothing. So, and guess what? That means Lewis is right.
So I hear you, and I will submit that we don't know what Chelsea wants something, right? Like this is she said like we have a plan. So I feel like Chelsea is pushing Eddie to get to Jax, but we don't know to what end.
He owed her child support because why would he be giving her his disability check? Why would he be doing that?
Well, why we owe child support? He's the grandfather, not the father. So that doesn't make sense. You mean like back child support?
Character?
Yes.
I thought it was his daughter.
Again, so to the children, child support. I'm saying like he wouldn't owe, if he would owe back child support, he would owe back child support to Jax also. Like what? Like she's at least 30 something. I mean, what 20 something?
No, right. I know what you're saying. I'm saying if he didn't go through the court system, but he was a drug addict out in them streets, he's never paid for either one of his kids. So maybe that younger kid is like, you're gonna pay me. Because at any moment, she could actually sue him for child support. You don't have to be a certain age to sue if you are owed child support. Like if your father or mother never paid for you your entire life, you can sue them.
Okay, so I mean, it can.
You can. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. I know someone who actually did that at 23 years old. They sued their father and they won for child support in New York City. Yeah.
I don't look right now. I'm not. There's not like court TV. All right, so we're not gonna go through all this shit. What did you think of her being introduced, Jamani? I don't want to get sidetracked. All right, so was it worth the introduction? Was it worth the wait?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, she had one scene.
Right.
I'm kind of more interested in the sponsor that he had or whatever. What was that?
Why was he there? Right.
What was that money exchange that they had a couple episodes ago or whatever? You know, I don't know. Tell me what the hell the plan is that they're supposed to be sticking to. I don't know. I just like the nice the quips that go back and forth, whether it's between Lewis and Jax's father or Lori Harvey and Jax's father. Like that could be a show in and of itself. Like, because this case this season is I really don't care at all. But
well, they don't care either. But let's focus on Chelsea, and then we will work our way to the case. But I feel Chelsea is probably they spent more effort in trying to figure out Chelsea. So Chelsea could do something to Mama Lou out of jealousy. Remember that Eddie is Mama Lou's power of attorney. Imagine if Eddie gave Chelsea Mama Lou house after Mama Lou dies. Jax would kill both of them before that happens. Mama Lou, I'll lose my house is about to be foreclosed on, and the Lexus is about to have a title loan on it. Fooling with Eddie and Chelsea. All right, so they could be messing up the money. What money exchange?
I wasn't here last week, but I felt very disappointed that Mama Lou lived. I'm like, you give me all of this drama, and she lives.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because there was someone in the comments on last video who actually brought up a very, very good point, which is at this point it's too obvious that it's Mama Lou who's found dead. I think is going to be Ozzy, and I think that's the point of this whole guess who's coming to dinner scene. I think that's the point, that once he finds out who really killed Wendy, like he can't take it and he kills himself in her house. And I think that's what they're going to do. It would be the stupid to be like it's Mama Lou all of a sudden. I mean,
no, but that annoys me to no end, right? I know you say it's not court TV or this is a TV show, but there's no way on any planet that you're gonna have your client coming over to dinner at your house. How are you able to compartmentalize and be able to keep
attorney-client privilege
going at the same time? Because what am I supposed to know about you if all of my conversations with you previously have been in confidence?
Privilege.
Yeah, and then
Imani, we gotta let this go with this show, bro. Like this ain't it. Like we you gotta put all that to the side. I mean, anyway, let's get okay. First, let's get to Chelsea, and then we'll get to the case because I am interested to talk about this. She apparently doesn't have her own kids on child support if she's needing to use daddy's fake disability for a check. So again, these are different things, right? Like if it really I was irritated the fact that they shoved a season worth of character development into one very clunky, unrealistic conversation between these two characters so we can catch up with her life. It was irritating. But to your point, 3 kids, that's 3 opportunities for child support. I guess we just have to assume that she's the kind of woman that has babies with men who don't pay child support or can't be sued for child support. But this should be kind of like part of the conversation. That's something Jax could help out with if they had some money. Like that would be something. I would rather see the kids, and then instead of like if they're going to be introduced, but where are the kids? If Mama just got locked up and Daddy's taking care of ex-wife, where the fuck are the kids to begin with? Like, shouldn't that have been the question? Shouldn't that be like, hey, where are my grandchildren while you're locked up?
Maybe it's with the baby's mother. He
is the mother.
Harvey's mother.
So again, that's also part of the conversation. Like, who's the mama? But with this, I want to get to Mama Lou. Let's get to Mama Lou because I thought it was hypocritical for her to run her mouth about Jax's situation to Eddie. But then when she says, why didn't you tell me about this random daughter? She's like, oh, I can't do that. That was Eddie's business. I ain't trying to share. Bitch, like you in my house. Like, I'm like, what? And her husband and fucking Lewis were like, nah, baby, I didn't want to get into people's business. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I can't trust either one of you right now. That's how I would be taking it. Anyway, how did Chelsea find Mama Lou's house and the car she was looking for at the house? What? Who said she knew anything about the house? I think we're just speculating with that. Who cares about Chelsea's kids? Unless Lewis is one of the fathers, I don't care. But like that's also a good point. That's also a good point with that. But anyway, we still don't know what happened at that hotel scene when Lewis was playing, Sherlock Homeboy, and followed Eddie and his sponsor to that place. All we saw was a weapon and them go into some kind of motel room. We don't know what happened in there. So how in the world did Lewis find out who she is and her phone number? Like, none of this is explained. Like, it just is. And I'm like, because they're trying to speed this shit up. And I'm like, to what end? I thought CPS had the kids. This is not explained. There's no explanation for any of this where these damn kids are. Why does she need 3 of them? I don't fuck. Like, 1 is fine. Anyway, real quick. Okay. Okay. Are we gonna see the kids? Do you care? I don't know. You're also muted, but I figure you're talking to us.
My bad. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see the kids, but I like I told you, the case is going to be Lori Harvey, the next case. That's why she's at the end of it. That's what I feel. And so we probably will see the kids for sure.
All right.
If she's the case. But that's what I feel. That's why they have her last, like in the last couple of episodes, because that whole storyline is going to blow up.
So,
and I think Mama is going to pass for sure.
It would be, it's possible. I'm not saying it's possible, but it would be very clunky from a writing perspective to be like, you remember when Jax found someone in her house? Oh, Mama Lou got cancer. I'm like, what? Like, come on, bro. I'm trying to give them some type of credit that they're not that like weak with their writing to be like, just keep these 2 things in mind. But anyway, real quick. Also, again, rushed character development for once he laid out the ages in which she had her children, and then her Chelsea's response is, my daddy is pointing out my daddy issues. I'm like, again, we're trying to rush this character development, but also Jax has some daddy issues, which is evident in her relationships, which also has not been addressed in 3 seasons of like how somehow Eddie has resulted in some of the choices she makes when it comes to her men's, including Lewis. So I hope that she makes it to next season so she's worth something, because right now this would be a waste of a person that's late in the game. You know,
a waste of a character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a person. She. I don't know who Lori Harvey is personally, but is she supposed to be that kind of famous that she was a draw for people? They expected to see her.
She's like an Instagram person, right? I mean, she's Lori. She is but Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, right? And her mom her mom is married to Steve Harvey, and her mom used to be a drug dealer. Her mom actually married a drug dealer, and the drug dealer produced Lori. Okay, that's basically their story.
Well, that would make a pretty good season. I mean, honestly, we need to get
I'm just saying that's the real story. That's what's going on. Her mom is very beautiful, just like Lori is, and her mom has dated a lot of people, but the biggest person she dated was like a big time drug dealer. So, yeah,
she was in Fight Night. I really don't know her enough to remember she was in Fight Night. I didn't know that.
She was in a couple of things, but it's not like she's this actress. I mean, right now she's going out with the guy from Snowfall.
Yeah. Is it he chasing her around?
What's up? When she was in Fight Night, she was the I forgot, like not Sophia Loren, but the I can't remember the old school.
Oh, the actress that Kevin Hart wanted to get with.
Yeah, she was wearing a white dress.
Yeah. Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
All right, she needs to dress like that more often.
She does.
Don't need to see Chelsea. I'm like, good Lord. I was like, that's the woman.
I'm telling you, she's a very attractive girl, and she does dress like that. Yeah.
And so credit to a costume, credit to writing that they tried to bring her down.
That's what I was saying in the beginning. They tried to bring her look. She doesn't even. The only thing she has is like her nails, right? But I mean, even women on welfare have nails, right? They go get nails done. But I mean, her normal way of looking is totally opposite of her character. Like I was kind of shocked. Like,
see, and that's she's believable, because I mean relatively, you know what I'm saying? Like she was able, because like Kim Kardashian get up. Anyway, we'll talk about that when we do all's fair. Because I'm like, no, lady, you could not pull that off. Like she is too like big, you know, for this type of role. Like I mean, I don't think she's that good of an actress, but I think she's just too big as a personality. You know what I'm saying? Could she bring herself down to be that kind of like homely? You know, is what Lori was going for in this particular case. But anyway, no, you're right. We don't even know where Naima is. We never see Sally's kids. I remember Kim didn't remember she had kids. Like,
yeah, I didn't even.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk
come
about
on, let's do Sally, because that's what I think the next case is gonna be. Because goddamn, I kill her. Like, yo,
yeah, I'm like, this chick is seriously mad about the guy trying to take the kids out of state. I don't know where she's living or whatnot, but you sold the house up under the kids. Not sold it, but
yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way a judge, even with favoritism to the mother, that guy got a good case if he got a good lawyer. I'm like, she's mad because she knows she's in the wrong. She would not be that mad if she was like, oh, well, I don't got nothing to worry about. I'm just going to call my lawyer or I'm going to call Jax and it's just going to play out in court.
It's a done deal.
Yeah.
So to your point, though, I was mad as a man for her to be like, you just weren't man enough for me, bitch. Like, I trusted you. Like, I tried to trust you and you took the house. Also, you're right. Where are these damn kids? Because, like, Sally's living a single woman life, like getting all kinds of dick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Chris is doing. I'm assuming the kids are with him, but that's even more justification to be like, you can't even take care of your kids right now. Like, all of a sudden you gonna get, but again, I'm like, why? As much as this is more interesting than anything Lewis got going on, but like, unless Chris ends up dead, which again will be season 2 again, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, what we doing with this? Like, why are we talking about this?
I want his lawyer to be taking pictures and be like, "Oh, you out in these streets with
billable Bill,
yeah, with Bill Sterling and whatnot." And,
that's good. Yeah,
and he's the one who's looking over the papers for free, pro bono or whatever. I'm sure he might even show up to court at the first appearance.
So again, this is the kind of stuff we need to see in Kim Kardashian's show, like not this show. Like this is supposed to be okay, but we didn't. The cousin get money, so she should get Sally money to buy another house. Oh, so you're saying sure? Chantel should be getting her house. But then the cousin get money, so she should be yes. So the fact that she jumped bail, they took the house. But to your point, Chantel, now that she's back and supposedly she should have got the will money from dead husband and stuff like that, she could be able to buy the house. But I think it's more the principle that Chris is like, I can't trust you, and we lost the house that I paid for, and I'm the first person in my family to get a house and that kind of stuff. But we still don't know where he's living.
What I don't understand is why Sally is just okay with this. Like, she's like night and day from when the whole case was going on with Chantel. Like, she was all emotional with Chris, and she was a little bit sorrier, it seemed. Now she's just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, who cares? And now, because he's taking the kids, she cares. But she really was like, it's no big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. She
calls herself a hoe like every episode. So
she does, and I'm like, what woman does that? Like, I don't care how many men I've ever slept with. I'm not calling myself a hoe. No.
That is odd writing.
That's odd writing. No, there are some women who do feel that way and they speak it. It's not good. It's not attractive, ladies, to be saying that you're, basically a hooker. It's not good. But, if you want to be proud out and be out there, letting people know you spread your legs, that's fine. Let's see how many men marry.
They have this whole sex positivity thing where you can't slut shame and all this other type of stuff. So maybe
you're slut shaming. She's slut shaming herself.
But I'm saying, but like this.
Why would you want to do that?
We should be past this storyline. Like, we did this at her bachelorette party when she's like, I'm a hoe. Like, you grown now. Like, you're past that. Like, how is this helping her as a character or even as a story? Like, it's like they have nothing else to discuss. It's like and we do have other things. Chanel, thank you, DeMarcus. So it's different writing, and hoes need hugs too. That's true. Again, it's just what are we trying to achieve with any of this?
It's not that we're not saying that hoes on it. What we're saying is stop calling yourself a hoe.
Yeah, like, it's repetitive.
It's okay. I'm not saying that it's double standard. That's not what I'm saying. it's like, man want to be a hoe, be a hoe. If a woman wants to be a hoe, be a hoe. But you don't have to like announce it to the world that I'm here, unless you're a prostitute. That I'm spreading my legs for everybody, or I'm giving my penis to everybody. It's not. It's this storyline is ridiculous to me. And then are we trying to show strong Black women who have their own businesses and their own great jobs? Or are we trying to show that these women are whores? Like, what are we trying to do here? Like,
I don't know how you got under the conception that they are supposed to be showing upstanding people because
all of them are professionals. To me, it seems
they have professional jobs. They don't have professional mindsets or personalities or personas. You hear nigga this, nigga that, and all this other type of stuff. They are low vibrational human beings with good jobs.
I would submit. Well, this is the same thing. Okay, well, this is the same thing we also had with Being Mary Jane, right? Like I think it's same formula, right? It's like professional woman, but on her personal life, she's an absolute like hood, like train wreck, you know. So, and they focus more on that, and that was okay. Like they were able to balance her ratchet sex life with her professional life, and the show made sense, right? Like we're like, oh, you're more interested in her fucking ghost, you know what I'm saying, or Michael Ealy than you were in her broadcasting career. But both of them came together in a balance that you're like, okay, I'm okay with this show. Like this is all over the damn place. Like, and I'm like, what? Anyway, real quick, Chris shouldn't have led her on after losing their home. In the therapy session, he said he wanted to uncouple. He should have done that. So again, I like to separate sex from commitment, because like you said, he said in the session after he had sex with her, before that, I want to uncouple. And it takes two to have sex. So unless which we don't see, unless he seduced her by saying, I think we can work this out. Like he didn't necessarily lead her on, but he wouldn't make a commitment to that. But anyway, we need to get to the case because we got about a half hour left. So they finally asked the logical question. Maybe the parents had something to do with this. Like, yeah, maybe, you know, like who has the motive, means, and opportunity to kill Wendy? And that is Mama. Like Mama was like, I need this woman out of my son's way by any means necessary. But then not to get too far into the legal stuff, but even from a TV show perspective, this doesn't make sense that Jax basically enabled perjury, because she must have worked with the mama before she put her on the stand to know what she was going to say. She said, what do I need to say to get him right? So she had to know that she was going to try to somewhat blame the husband, right? Like she had to know that. But then, by the way, magically, the prosecution has already pulled the GPS records for the car for the dad and the phone records for some reason for the dad, that he's like, no, like all digital forensics says daddy was at home. So you're lying, right? Oh yeah, never mind. Maybe I am. I'm like, how did Jax not fucking know that? Like, what? No,
because her private investigator is fucking the sister.
No. That should be part of discovery, because that's evidence the prosecution already had, which means they should have shared it with the defense in discovery and been like, so she should have known already that the prosecution already knew that they already pulled the records. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, but that's what these are the things that I'm saying and about legal stuff, and they just throw it out of the window because they don't have good legal experts. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. Like you have a witness list, and it just seems like they're just calling random people. Like, oh, it'd be good to call you. Like, you have to have this stuff before the trial even starts. Like,
well, so also it was written on the board. So if which they don't discuss, but if you looked at the board, like Autumn is on the list. So supposedly she's going to be called, and then Ozzy's on the list. Like he's a potential witness. They just didn't discuss this, you know, because we got other things to worry about. But also, real quick, the video. Okay, so So Ozzy only watches the first minute and 30 seconds of this video, sees a watch and a hand, and he's like, I don't get it. And they're like, oh, that's your daddy. Okay. So then Daniel and his computer forensics person both confirmed the authenticity of said video, that it was shot a year and a half ago. So he's like, so this is legit as far as the court is concerned. But then mom and dad are like, nah, that's that bullshit, because this is a deep fake video that Alex put together. You know, the drug dealer who's a part-time computer genius who also did a deep fake video. And all of a sudden, no. I was with Vanessa, whoever the fuck Vanessa is. I was like, what? Who is Vanessa? Like, why are we getting random character names this late into a show? Like, damn it. Anyway,
I was trying to figure out who Vanessa was too, but then I was thinking, is the mom and dad separated?
No, because again, that was supposed to be his assistant. So like, that's why she was, well, anyway.
But the mom is saying that he had an affair with the assistant.
Yeah.
So he's still living in the house with the mom, even though he's running around having affairs.
Well, to your point, we never actually seen their house, so we don't know. But yeah, I'm feeling still married, but I'm like, it's ridiculous that again, that Daniel and said computer forensic expert couldn't figure out that this was a fake video, but they gave the prosecution a motive, and I think Bill said that, like, if this goes wrong, we're giving the prosecution a motive of why Ozzy would have killed his girlfriend once he found out that she was fucking his daddy. Like, which didn't make sense, like social pecking wise, but him messing with her, his assistant, makes sense. You know, Vanessa. What's up, Jamon?
I just thought it was a nothing burger. Like, it was just like, all right, you want to fake this video for that? I'm like, it would have been something if she was pregnant, and then you find the video, and then Ozzy sees the video and he's like, oh well, you've been with my father, and I don't want to, the thought would have been he's going to kill her so he doesn't have to raise his brother's son or whatever that would be, or whatever. that would have been more entertaining than just, yeah, there's this video. And before the episode even ends, it's the same episode, we find out that it's a fake. I'm like, how much you wasted all this season, and then you compact everything into episode 8. Why? Yes.
It's trash, bro. The face-off explanation of Wendy and Vanessa's face made no sense. It was just, again, what the fuck are we doing, y'all?
I didn't understand that. I was like, why would they? And then it was like Alex did it, and I was like, but what was he trying to accomplish by doing that? Like,
why would he want to do that? If anything, the mom would want to do that because she's trying to break up Wendy and Ozzy. That makes more sense. Like, what would Alex get out of it? Because she's trying real hard to get rid of Wendy.
And Alex,
I don't know. I guess maybe Alex.
Hold Jamani.
So, like, Alex, to me, because he's dead, the mom can say whatever she wants, right? We don't really know why Alex would do that. Did Alex do that for the mom? Or did Alex do that because he's trying to? I don't even know what he's trying to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, Jordan. What's up? Sorry about that.
I'm like, Alex is a drug dealer, so it's like, hey, if you got a bunch of money, then I'm gonna give you a reason to be depressed and want these drugs. I'm like, that's a good enough reason on the surface for him to show him the video.
Well, drugs kind of sell themselves. I'm pretty sure. His addiction is pretty strong, so I don't think he had to make up like AI videos to get him to want more drugs.
Does anybody think Alex and maybe Ozzy had something going with each other, maybe, and he was jealous?
We discussed that early in the season when I was like, when he had the scratches, which they kind of, again, nothing burger, but like we thought, well, maybe said lover. Monica, real quick, Monica should acknowledge that those were her scratches. We still don't know where the scratches came from. It would have been nice to be like Monica was in some wild moment and she did the scratches or something. But
I'm only saying that because of what he said to the girl's friend when he was like, Nisha, when he was talking to Nisha on the phone.
Oh yeah, if you don't say anything less than the truth, then I'm a great guy, I'm gonna kill you, basically.
Yeah, and it was like, and she was basically saying that he had sex with a producer in order to get a movie role or something like that.
Yes.
But then he also has had sex with women to get roles. So I'm thinking, couldn't Alex and him have been together? And then here we go. He's with what's her name, Wendy. He's with her. Maybe could it be jealousy? I mean,
well, again, then what I thought the producer was a woman. That's how I took it. Yeah, we found out that Ozzy has a casting couch penis. Which again, what's the point of any of this? Like, what are, unless some of these ex-lovers are gonna come out? Like, what's the point? Like, what was the point of Cash Doll coming back to begin with? Because she immediately, to your point, and to Giovanni's point too, in the same episode was like, never mind, I was just kidding. And also, Alex's back it up. Alex's mysterious beating and eventual death doesn't cause the prosecution to go, wait a minute, or the defense to go, wait a minute. The one person who testified and somewhat put Ozzy at the scene of the crime magically gets beat up and killed, and no one goes, maybe, you know, like no one thinks maybe Ozzy's people or him has something to do with this. Like, not at all. This is just an odd coincidence, and we're just moving on in this case. Like, I'm like, this don't make any sense. I thought, y'all need to have patience. No, this show needs to be better. Like, we're not asking for the answer right now. We just need a story that makes some kind of damn sense as we're moving forward towards the conclusion. But also real quick, so then we brought up theories, right? So Crystal, who's supposed to be going through studying for her the bar, asked a question: why is it we're not trying to figure out who actually did this shit and come up with some theories? All right, Jamani.
That's what I was gonna say. That is the positive of this episode, 100%.
Please.
That one scene, when they're like, yeah, we don't really care because that's not our job. If we go with somebody and then the prosecution pokes a hole in it, then there goes our case. All we have to do is, like OJ, is poke holes in their case. And I was like, yes, that is what law school teaches.
So, okay. So I took it as this is silly because at every moment they're trying to point the finger at somebody. First, it was the unknown robber, which they made no effort to confirm. Also, they don't know the time of death. Also again, they have blamed Cash Doll's character. They had a motive. They implied that Monica had a motive. In this episode, in the same episode, they tried to imply that the daddy probably didn't have a motive. So they've given 4 different theories or suspects that could have did it with no proof whatsoever to even that a reasonable person could believe that any of them did it. Nothing. There's nothing to go, oh, you know, maybe it wasn't Ozzy because of what? You got to give something that a person would believe. Because all I'm seeing is evidence that Ozzy probably had motive to do it. Except for the mom saying that basically the whole family had access to the murder weapon, except for her, because she don't believe in guns. But anyone in the family had a key to the cabin, and therefore any of them could have relatively did it, but ultimately trying to blame the dad for it in that sense. So I feel like it was the mom and the sister. I'm back to the mom and the sister, because for the mom to try to pin it on Ozzy at this point, I feel like the sister has access to the house. So that's why Monica found the bloody sweater in the house, because sister got it when the mom called her because she killed Wendy or whatever, and tried to put it in the house for some reason. I think Ozzy is schizophrenic. I think he's just mentally unstable. I think he throws tantrums. I think he has tantrum issues. I don't. But
that tantrum was crazy as hell. Like, if somebody doesn't tell me what I need to know right now, I'm gonna yell. And this dude really went into, like, you know, special needs class yelling or whatever. And I'm like, it's his own house, so it's like they can't really kick him out. So it's like it's
just I'm like, what's the point of these tantrums if he's not gonna be the killer? Like, what's the point of this shit? Like, it needs to connect to something. I just don't understand. All right, Kim,
it seems like with this show, he might not be the killer, like the main killer, but there will be some sort of other mystery that he's guilty of or something within the next 2 episodes.
No, that's all they got. So, Kim, who do you think has anything changed your mind about who do you think did it and why?
I don't know. Not. At first, I was thinking with this episode, the mom did it. And then I changed my mind. I was like, no, she didn't do it. And I changed my mind because the kitchen scene when the husband was like confessing, basically letting Ozzy know that I am having an affair with Vanessa, right? And I was like, okay. And also too, when he was in the limousine with the mom and he was talking to her, I was like, oh, okay. So I feel like they live together, but they're not together. They're just living together. Because he basically was like, he leaves the house to go sleep with his mistress. So, and he's like basically telling the mom, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? So, I feel like Ozzy does have some type of like manic issue or something's wrong with him. But then it can also be induced by drugs, right? Because you can have these mental issues based on drugs. So I don't know if anybody's ever diagnosed him with like schizophrenia, but I think he has some type of manic depression or something like that. But I don't know if he's the killer though. I kind of feel like they're pumping it up to make it seem like it's him, but I don't think it is. I don't think
so. It's funny. It's funny you should bring that up because I felt the fact that the mom, they put dad on the front street. They put Monica, who some region just somehow disappeared, on Front Street. But to Marcus's point, Ozzy's sister is the common denominator, and she has conveniently not been accused of being the killer on the stand, right? Like she just helps the text message. She has something to do with it. I don't know if she actually did, but again, she's the one that can come in and out of the house at will. So if someone would bring bloody clothes to Ozzy's house, if Ozzy didn't do it, it had to be the sister, right? And that's why she's trying to keep beads on the case, and that's why she fucking Daniel, right? Like she's like, what do you know, and what does the defense know, about this case, right? So she was involved at some level. I don't know, but again, it was the mom who was like, I need this NDA. I need Wendy gone. And she still is blaming Wendy. Like she's on the stand, like before Wendy showed up, I had a peaceful life, but now I have a molested son. No, that was Monica that was molesting your son, who, by the way, nothing has happened to Monica. She has not mysteriously got beat up or killed. Also, somebody put in the comments, why was it important for us to know a white woman helped beat up and kill Alex? I'm not sure. Why do we see her face? It just seemed weird. It just seemed like is this supposed to mean? I thought that was Vanessa.
Maybe that's the same person that the mother hired to kill Wendy or whatever. Because I'm like, the only clue that I can think of to figure out who the killer is was somebody in the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts to be skilled in rope tying and all that type of stuff.
So again, Jamani, they only mentioned that once, and it doesn't even come back. Like it's like she was tied up. She was buried. Someone tried to bury her, right? So I'm like, did they get interrupted? Was the point to leave her kind of face kind of out? Why was she at the cabin in the first fucking place? Your boyfriend just accused you of banging his dad. He's screaming at you, and you say, I'm going to go up to the cabin for some reason. Like, why was she going up there? Like the logical.
But they said that in the earlier episodes that she does go to the cabin. Like Ozzy was used to her like leaving and going. I don't know if they say cabin, to be honest with you. I don't think
going away.
But they say she goes away. So they never say cabin, but she goes away. So I think it was her going away. She just happened to go to the cabin. But Ozzy said he was used to her going away. So
again, we thought he was trying to explain why he made no effort to look for her, right? And that still sits with me weird that even now, if he didn't do it or doesn't know who did, he's not like, we need to find out. Like, stop looking at me and try to find who actually killed this woman. Like right now, he's just trying to get out of jail. I mean, really, you know what I'm saying?
What do y'all think of what DeMarcus is saying about the ex-girlfriend? Because she could be a candidate. I mean, she's a little wacky, so she could be a candidate, and they don't really bring her up. Ever since she took the stand, it's like she's dead. Like nobody even brings her up. But why can't she be a candidate?
Again, that would be weak from a writing perspective. Be like, man, that one part, it reminded me of Paradise, and I would be mad because I was really mad when it was like, it's the librarian. Who the fuck?
Oh, anyway, that was horrible. That was horrible.
That's what this would be like, and I'm like, stop it! Like you are wasting all our times with this bullshit. If you take it there, right? Like that's how I would feel like if it turned out to be her. But again, let's see what we got. So Mama Rose told Ozzy that Sal was smashing Wendy. So again, Mama Rose Rosie was more like she was the one that's, again, it's like, I need you out of her life. Anel Keys, Ozzy's ex, Alex, and Dr. Gardner. I don't know. I think it's Christine, because she's acting so dumbfounded and we don't know where she was that night. So again, we are down to, by testimony, she and mom were home. Daddy, no, all three of them. My dad, mom, and sister were supposedly at their house. That's what we got.
That was with Vanessa, because he said that in the limousine today. He said that
No,
he
no, no,
left the house to go be with Vanessa. He said so he didn't do anything.
Okay, but then the prosecution said that phone GPS and phone records put him at the house that particular night. So I think we're talking about the night that he supposedly had an affair. I think he was saying the night that the video was made. I was gonna go be with Vanessa, not with Wendy.
Oh,
that
okay.
night.
Okay.
That night.
Yeah.
Either way, all three were at home. So if you say daddy was at home, where's mom and where's sister? Right? Why did sister text? The text is gonna come back. So sister and mama had something to do with it. I don't know.
But why was Monica burning the evidence?
Monica found the sweater and assumed that it was Ozzy, but in fact it was sister who bought it there.
That could be. That's a good one.
All right, so let me just say this from a law enforcement perspective, right?
What's up?
You guys are doing like this deduction type of stuff of like, all right, the father's phone and car didn't move from where it was. You have to look at what was pinging off the towers near this cabin. Who that knew Ozzy or knew Wendy phone or GPS was pinging off of there. Why is the prosecution not coming with a list of, these are the people or these are the phone numbers that were pinging off of a tower near there? Obviously, the killer was smart enough not to bring any sort of electronics with them to the cabin.
Well, no, Jamani, you're once again proving the point that this show is not good at any of this, even I would say basic real legal stuff, but this TV legal stuff. Like we don't know when this woman was killed. We don't know, like, again, the timeline, because if you can say this is a 5-hour window, we got to put Ozzy somewhere else in this 5-hour window to prove that he couldn't have did it. Was the murder weapon, if it was locked up in the cabin, how did said killer get the weapon? Was it broken into? Was it just out? Because if it was just out, that means someone had to have the key. None of this is discussed. Also, real quick,
and
back
then
to
how did the person who killed her, how did they get in the cabin?
That's
the only people that should know to be able to get in there is the mom,
family,
the sister, his family, right?
So did she even make it?
Family is all together in one place. Then who did it?
Who did it? And then did she make it to the cabin? Was she inside the cabin at any point? Right? And I'm like none of this is talked about. Anyway. So this issue, all these issues being explained, it was really silly to me that Bill was trying so hard to confirm that it was the head blow and not the gun that killed Wendy. It doesn't matter because
I think he's just trying to do reasonable doubt.
But that's the reasonable doubt. That's not a doubt of anything, because Ozzy easily could have hit her on top of the head. I mean, it's not like he's not physically capable of hitting her. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, if it was him, he could have hit her and then shot her, or shot her then hit her. Like, it's like, so it's like, what does that matter? It's like, what are you trying to? Well, she died of natural causes. Like, he shot her on accident, but it was actually the head injury that killed her, which is not true, because the blood person said that she bled to death. That was already established. That she could have lived, that they would have treated her wound. So I don't know. It's just they're just trying
reasonable doubt means I'm gonna poke holes in your story. The prosecution is bringing forth a story. It happened in these sequence of events. I'm gonna try to prove that it could have happened beyond those sequence of events. I don't have to necessarily come with a separate story. I just have to say, well, what you said is inaccurate because it could have happened this other way, and that's it.
Well, so again, that means the prosecution already established that Ozzy confronted Wendy at the thing hit her in the head, but then shot her. And like you said, there's a sequence of events in this time, and it was the shot that killed her at this time. So then that's the story that we're trying to fight. But prosecution hasn't even get that. All they said was he has an unstable history with people. They were having an argument of some sort, and it's his cabin, it's his gun. That's circumstantial. It's all circumstantial, and therefore he must have did it. There's no forensics putting him there, except for Alex, who's now magically dead now. Rosie is gross human being, and she ain't hitting on shit for a mother. She ain't shit. Sorry, she ain't shit. She ain't hitting for a mother. Off with her head. She's trying to she's trying to protect her child, but now she's trying to protect herself. So that's what I'm a little concerned about. Like, if she can't blame the father, she's trying to. Also, she had no reason to shit on Wendy with the whole cum guzzling thing. Like that wasn't fair.
So was she protecting the daughter? And now it's like, oh well, it's getting a little too hot. So they started to look at me. So I got to throw the son under the bus now because I was throwing the father. Now it's the son.
But she won't throw the daughter on the bus. So I feel like they're in cahoots. She told him she was cheating. She told him she was cheating. She told who that she was cheating. Also real quick. I'm trying. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Who is worse, Mama Rose or Rosie or Mama Lou? Rosie, I guess. I mean, she's making fake ass videos. Mama Lou is just a little bit. I mean, again, I just felt in this particular scene she was a little bit hypocritical. But like anyway, as Jemima said, I did enjoy the banter between Lewis and Eddie.
Both of them were oblivious that their children were getting touched.
What?
Mama Lou and Mama Rosie both were oblivious to the fact that their children were being.
Oh, okay. I got you. You put these. Gotcha. Very true. And again, no reaction. Like, because Mama Lou has denied it to this day. And Rosie really didn't do anything to Monica. So that's true. And then
I would have thought Monica got the beat down. Like, once the mom Rosie found out, I would have hired that woman and beat her down.
Thank you. If she was really that mad about it, like again, nothing's happened to Monica. Like, and maybe she comes out to be like, I know who really did it, and maybe that's how Nell is hitting Wendy in the hit Wendy in the head, which caused the cerebral edema, and Alex shot Wendy to frame Ozzy. You are seriously on this ex-girlfriend thing, DeMarcus. All right, so again, if you're right, bro, I will hold you up high.
Actually, that could be, because I've seen like murder mysteries where it's like two different people do it. So that could be a scenario. I don't know whether it's really the scenario, but it could be a scenario. Yeah.
I just feel like it's gonna be mom and sister. I feel like you got the scenario right, but I think it's gonna be mom.
I can see that too, but that's the thing. I guess because it is a mystery, right? We can see all these different alternatives. But what's the real one, right? I'm hoping we get a really good ending to this. Like,
what if it is Vanessa? What if it's Vanessa, right? What if somehow she sees the AI deep fake video and is like, oh, my man is sleeping with this woman. I gotta get her the hell up out of here.
Well, who is Vanessa? If Vanessa was
the mistress.
You haven't seen the mistress. We haven't seen it. It's just a name. It's my point, Jamal. Like, that would be awesome if she was actually on camera at some point.
We barely saw the daughter last season, and then lo and behold, she's the killer.
But we saw her though.
That is true, Jemima.
Well, that proves DeMarcus's theory, actually, that we saw the X at some point, so therefore she could be. We've never seen this Vanessa like at all. So that's my only problem with that. You know, no, Mama Lou knew. If Mama Lou knew, she would be a horrible mother to be like, she just allowed this molestation.
There are women who know and they allow it. It's disgusting, but I'm hoping, just for my own, sanity, that she did not know. But if the door, they never really tell you whether Jax told the mother outright, like sat down and said, "Mama, he did da 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 to me when I was a teenager." Did we
She
see
did
that, or I
say it
don't
because
remember?
first season she was complaining about, oh, why do you have the kids,
Yes.
over here with him
Yes.
or whatever? I don't want the kids being near with him.
Yes, she
But
was
she
all.
didn't
She was.
say why.
I feel like.
She never said why. She never said why she didn't want that. That's what I'm saying.
Because Naima would sit on his lap and stuff, and she was like,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
She allowed her. Oh, Lou, she allowed her dog's molester to live. DeMarcus. So again, looking back at Mama, she also dealt with a drug addict, who and Eddie allowed Eddie to still be like for a while before she finally said no. And again, I'm assuming she wasn't working, so she was like, "Hey, at least he's paying the bills," and so maybe that's what happened with Paul. And then she's like, even when we watched the flashbacks of said molestation, it was very shady. Even Kim was like, "This is like I don't." But if your daughter is saying something, it still impacted Jax enough that it impacted her. And I'm saying, and she still defended Paul. Even to the death, she still defended this man. So she did not accept anything less than he was a good man and Jax was just being mean to him. So she never actually accepted this issue. I love to think outside the box with plot. No, let's get DeMarcus. We again, this show. I will put nothing past this show that it could have been the X. This was some random shit because they're like, "Hey, we got you," and I'm gonna be like, "Y'all did this wild stupid shit." Because like when Chanel's when it happened to be the daughter, we're like, again, what? But at least we saw her, and then they gave us a story later. But last season, they keep on giving us Ozzy seeing something, like seeing these flashbacks of like Wendy tied up, and like, how does he know that? Why is he seeing that? Unless he was hearing it in testimony, like she was tied up and she was bound for a while, and he feels guilty, and that's why he's seeing it. But we don't know why he's seeing.
Was he there and he was high? He saw it happen, but he doesn't know. Like the pieces are falling into place.
Yes,
and he was high, but he doesn't. He didn't do it himself, but he knows because he was there, right?
Yes. So Alex said he drove him up there.
Okay.
He did drive him up there. Yeah. He gets out and he sees his sister tying up Wendy, and through all that bullshit, he witnesses them kill her. Right. And then they're like, "Get out of here." That's maybe how the blood got on her, and he was trying to help her, but he's all high of his fucking mind and he don't know what's going on. So that's how the sister is talking to Alex and saying, "Get him home and get him out of here," which is why Alex was like, "Wendy, Wendy, Wendy," and sister was like, "Okay, never mind." Yes, he was there. He was there, and sister did it, and mom came to help. Somehow, mom's involved. I feel strongly that she didn't do all this by herself, or maybe Alex helped clean it up. But
she told mom, and mom knows everything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So something like that. But he was there. He was there, and he just can't.
I think he went there because if the guy who got killed brought him the drugs or whatever that night, maybe he was high. He remembers it because he was like in and out, and then like he blocked it out or something, and now it's starting to come back as the testimony.
Because remember, exactly. Because he's not high right now, right?
Yes.
So it's like his mind is sober, and so all these things from when he was high are coming to him. Yes. And he can't even really trust it because he doesn't know if this is real or if it's his imagination or his guilt that's telling him that.
Yes. Yeah. I think the sister is keeping him doped up through his food.
That could be. She could be right, Candy. Yep.
I'm thinking about is he, because I'm like, he wanted to take those drugs, but he gave the drugs back. So is him being sober the reason why
it's coming?
Flashbacks.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. Yep.
So the next episode we will get a flashback of young Monica, aka Mercedes. We would get Patrice Woodbine. I don't think so. I'd be interested to see if Monica / Mercedes comes back. But anyway, we gotta get.
I don't think she's coming back, and I'm like, I want to know when or why Morris Chestnut would be coming back.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I don't know why he showed up anyway. I think as we discussed, I think they realized that they don't think Jax can carry this show, so they bring these stars to like lure us in. So like more Chesto was in the first couple episodes, so you saw him, and like they got Tommy like throughout the thing, so you can be like, I see Tommy.
For you guys, how do you feel about Tommy Joseph Sakura? I think he's doing a really good job. I'm loving this. I really am.
You see,
I'm not seeing. Okay, he is Tommy because we're looking at him, right? This is
yeah.
But he's not actually Tommy. He's Bill, and I think that he's doing a great job of being Bill, right?
Yeah. So yes. To your point, I'm not. It's not that I'm seeing Tommy Egan. It's not. It's not that. It's that. I just feel like he's trying too hard to be this character, but I'm not seeing Tommy. It's just more as an actor. Like his lines seem still very robotic. And I'm like,
I would say that too. Yeah, but I still feel like he's trying.
He's trying, but he can put Tommy down in no way, shape, or form. Is he canceling Christmas on anyone? But I just feel like he's a new actor, like trying this role out, and I feel for him. But it has to be hard to break out. What's up, Jamal?
Yeah. As far as his storyline goes, right? The first episode, they said no, you're not going to be partner, right? Now all of a sudden, this place is supposed to be getting sold.
Yeah.
And a partnership meeting is happening, and he's supposed to get partner. I'm like, do these people read the last episode that they wrote, or
I thought the same thing. So what they said was it had to be a group vote, which why he needed Jax's vote. You know what I'm saying? But I would agree again. If you're being bought out by another bigger firm, they are the partners and you are subordinate, and they will decide. So that act like that they still have influence about who's going to be part of this thing doesn't make sense. But we got to go. We got to get to family business, and Kim and Stacey's probably waiting for us. So I'll just say thank you both of you. I appreciate you, and we'll see you for next videos. Boop, boop. All right, guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us. We got to get to New York City and talk about the family business, and we will be back next week to talk about episode 9 of Reasonable Doubt. Thank you so much, and I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit,
hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
What do I go there?
Oh shit.
Do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.